Life be lifing. We just talking grazing. Welcome to the show. Hey, yo, what's good, gang? What's good, man? What's good, bro? We back. The shop is open, bro. The shop is open. As you come in, please hit that like button, bro. Please hit that subscribe button. Hey, and I see you out there, Big Tram, Supreme Cloud. Appreciate you tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, bro, and please share the content. Share it with somebody that might share it with somebody else that might share it with somebody else, bro. We back. The doors are open again for the shop. You know, hopefully everybody out there had a good Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Mine was pretty decent. I can't complain. I don't think complaining gonna do nothing. But hey, appreciate everybody tapping in, bro. Hey, the link is pinned in the chat at all times. At all times, the link is pinned in the chat, bro. If you want to come up here and chop it up with your boy, then by all means, you could do so. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, I'm just trying to get the dialogue off first. Then I open the panel up, you feel me? And then it's whatever, bro. Once again, this is the Mississippi sector. This is the Mississippi sector, and you are in the shop with Talking Greasy. You know what I'm saying? We'll get real, no faking, real, raw truth. You see what I'm saying? Real, raw truth. You're real sensitive, it might be the wrong spot for you. Yeah, but hey, it is what it is. But let's get into it, bro. Y'all see it out there. Y'all see the title. I was out here tripping, man. Feel me? I was out here tripping. That's not even talking about. All right. Lean in real quick. You see what I'm saying? Lean in real quick. Just think about it. Have you ever looked back at a woman from your past and thought, man, he was the one? But then you got to follow that up with the ugly truth. I just wasn't ready. Or I was out here tripping. See, right there, that ain't just a sentence. That's a confession. That's growth. That's pain. That's maturity pulling up late to the party. Like you still stuck on that 20 somewhere. Because let's talk real tonight. Because I was having a conversation with one of my brothers earlier. You know what I'm saying? And this topic kind of came up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, because you think about the past, you think about somebody that you might have let go that you thought was the one. Like she was solid. You know what I'm saying? She would have been loyal. She would have been patient. That woman prayed for you. She believed in you. She saw potential in you when you were still sleeping on your cousin's couch. You see what I'm saying? Eating some honey buns or talking about I'm finna blow up. You know what I'm saying? What to do? Whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like she was still there, holding it down for you. You know what I'm saying? But you weren't built yet. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't ready. You weren't healed. You hadn't got that discipline inside you yet. You wasn't emotionally available yet. You see what I'm saying? Like you wasn't even done entertaining the other women that you ain't even like that. You just like the attention. See, that's the part we don't say out loud. Men will say, you hear men all the time say, I wasn't ready. Oh man, I was tripping. But what does that mean? What does that really mean? You see what I'm saying? What does it really mean? Wasn't ready for what? You were tripping about what? You wasn't ready to commit. You wasn't ready to be faithful. You wasn't ready to be responsible. You wasn't ready to stop chasing validation. You wasn't ready to stop living like your options mattered more than your peace. Because sometimes I wasn't ready, or I was out here tripping. It's just code for I still like being reckless. Like, let's be honest. And I'm talking about down south honest. This is Mississippi sector. You feel me? Like, this the sweet tea with no sugar, honesty. Like, for real. Like, sometimes she came into your life doing your selfish error. You know what I'm saying? We all got them. We all been in moments where, it was more about us than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We call it the selfish error. And boy, that error be loud. You don't be quiet, it be loud. It be everything on Front Street. You see what I'm saying? It be, I don't care about you, what to do. I'm gonna do me. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. You just do you. You see what I'm saying? Like that era when you think you got unlimited time, unlimited women. You think everybody wants you, or you can have anybody. You think you got unlimited chances. And then with the person that you're fooling with, you think you got unlimited forgiveness. Like, but life don't work like that. It really don't. Life don't work like that. Life be life. Like some people are seasonal. We just being honest. Some people are seasonal. Some people are lessons. And some people are that once in a lifetime. And if you fumble that, you might not get a redo. You might not get a second turn at a second run in it. It ain't a sports. You don't get to come back next year and do it again to try to win the title. It's one and done. Feel me? See, men mature in layers. Women mostly mature in seasons. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes she's ready. She's ready for marriage at 27. What to do? 22, 20, 25, 22 and 27. She's ready for marriage. And you still talking about, I just need to get myself together first. Brother, you've been getting yourself together since 2018. Like, come on now. What we doing? What we doing? Yeah, Lord. What we doing? Like, let's break this down. Like, a lot of men miss the one. Not because she wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Not because of that. But because they were still in survival mode. That's why they missed them. And when you're in survival mode, you don't know how to receive love. You don't know how to take it. You question it, you sabotage it. You test it. And then sometimes you distance yourself from it because you don't understand it at that moment because you're in survival mode. Because at that time, love feels unfair or unfamiliar to what you've been accustomed to. And anything unfamiliar feels unsafe. So you pull back. Not because she did something wrong, but because she did everything right. And that scares you. Now, let me tell you something real. You know, a woman who sees your potential before you see it, that's dangerous. That's dangerous because now she's holding you accountable to a version of yourself you hadn't even stepped into yet. Now this woman is holding you accountable. I'm saying it again for the people in the back. You know what I'm saying? Now she is holding you accountable for a version of yourself that you haven't stepped into yet. And accountability don't feel good when you still halfway playing. You see what I'm saying? See, she want consistency. You still looking for a little freedom. You know what I'm saying? This woman got a vision. She coming with a plan. You know, all you want was a couple of eyes, couple, Netflix and chill type nights. You know, she want a world we going. What's the plan in 4 to 5 years? You know what I'm saying? What we got? What we gonna do? What to do? You know what I'm saying? You want to, hey, let's just see where it goes. Let's see what happens. Here's the crazy part. You might have even loved her, but you loved your lifestyle more. You loved the ego boost more. The homies hyping you up. The I still got it type of vibe. The casual conversations, the flirting energy, the what if options. You see what I'm saying? Like you still loved all that more than you loved her. That ego boost set in. And now years later, you scrolling social media, what to do. You see she married, got kids, she glowing, she peaceful. And you sitting there like, dang. And it hit different then. It hit different. Not because you want her back, but because you realize you weren't man enough at the time. And growth hurts when it comes like that, or when it comes late. It hurts because it makes you see what you could have had or what you could have been when the moment presented itself, and you fumbled or lost out or just didn't play your cards right. And reading this ain't about money. It's about having a perfect house. It ain't about having your dream car. Reading this is about an emotional discipline. Can you communicate? Can you apologize? Can you lead? Can you still sit there? Can you commit when it's not convenient? Because commitment ain't exciting every day. See, people want to be this fairy tale thing, what to do, la 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 la. No, it ain't that. It ain't exciting every day. Some days it's boring. Some days it's routine. Some days it's sacrifice. And if you're addicted to excitement, you will lose stability every time. Now, here it was get deep in. Sometimes she wasn't the one. Mm. She was just the first woman who required you to grow, who saw a better version of yourself than what you saw. And you confused the discomfort with incapability. That's grown man talk right there. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but that's grown man talk. You feel me? Because a lot of us will leave a woman who challenges us and run towards a woman that just tolerates us. Oh, wait. I'm stepping on some toes tonight. A lot of us will leave a woman who challenges us to go to someone who will just tolerate us. That's a trap. It's a trap. The woman who tolerates you will let you stay the same. She won't require no growth. She won't require no better version of you. She won't require no plan. She okay with whatever. The woman who meant for you will require elevation. And elevation feel like pressure. Now I gotta ask something uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta go here. Did you lose her? Or did you lose access to her? Because in case you didn't know, them were two different things. Hey, I'm Aries. Appreciate you tapping in. I see you out there. In case you didn't know, them are two different things. But sometimes we don't miss the woman. We miss the way she makes us feel. The support, the fact that she chose us, the respect, whether she inspired us, and when she gone, you realize how rare of a woman you had. And here's the part that don't get talked about enough, I think. Timing matters. Timing matters. Right person, wrong timing. But let's be real, the wrong timing usually means wrong maturity too. Because when you get a man that's ready, like he don't play about it. You know what I'm saying? When the man is ready, he locks in. He move different. He think long term. He move with attention. You know what I'm saying? He don't see what happens. He's trying to build. So now you got to think about if you lost her because you wasn't ready. I need you to ask yourself, what were you protecting? In that moment, what was you protecting? Your freedom, your ego, your trauma, or you just thought you had cool options out here? Because usually we're not unready. We're afraid. Afraid of responsibility, afraid of being vulnerable to that person, afraid of failing somebody good. A lot of times we're afraid of the whatnots or the what ifs. What if I can't do this? The what if I can't do that? The what if I can't protect her, or if I can't provide for her, or I ain't got enough money for her? Like that's the stuff we're afraid of. And here's the wild part. Most men would risk losing a good woman or a great woman to avoid the possibility of failing her. We call that self-sabotage. That's pride. Fear would definitely keep you from growing. Facts. And that's the thing, like that's the thing, and it's just like when you were a kid and your parent or your coach or older mentor or whatever you want to call it or whatever you had in that situation would tell you to keep trying or to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So, and even in these adulthood situations, it's pretty much the same premise. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got to push, you still got to try, you still got to apply yourself because you just do it one time and give up, then how you expect to succeed? You know what I'm saying? how you expect to ever get where you're trying to go. Because there's gonna be some hurdles. There'll be a few of them, not just one or two. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole lot of pride that come with men. You know what I'm saying? And to some of them, that's unhealed. Behavior. You know, that's wrapped up in grown man clothes. You know, from a young age, sometimes. You know, but now let's flip it. Because if you're listening and you're currently with a woman that's solid, and if you ever feel yourself drifting, try not to repeat the history. You know what I'm saying? Try to change the pattern. Don't let your ego or your pride convince you she'll always be there. You know what I'm saying? Because just like a man, women get tired too. You know, sometimes you got to put your pride to the side. So a lot of times you got to put your pride to the side. And a lot of times we don't understand that till we get up in age. You know, and I say mid 30s, going into 40s. Sometimes you don't figure it out till then that I got to swallow my pride. I got to stop letting my pride control what I do or my ego. You know, and I just need to step into whatever I'm trying to do, like regardless of the situation. Swallow that pride and step up to the plate. You know, hey, you're up next. You're in the battle box. You're on deck, as they say in the baseball term. You're on deck. You know what I'm saying? But don't let that ego convince you, bro, that she'll always be there. Because most women have a lot of patience, but they only have so much patience too. You know, women don't leave when they mad. They leave when they're tired. And most of the time, tired women don't come back. Like you got that real shot at certain souls, you know what I'm saying? That one shot, that one and done. Feel me? Make it or break it. You feel me? Like, and if you miss it, you better pray life sends you somebody that's even remotely close to that compatible spirit. But never assume, but never assume that they gonna stick around. And to the men who I already lost her, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see it, I was out here tripping, so I lost the one. She got away, you know what I'm saying? But to the men that I already lost her, it ain't about regret, man. It's about growth. Because if she was part of the story, you should have learned something. It should have taught you something. You should have gained some type of knowledge from it. Maybe she prepared you for your future wife. Maybe she showed you what real love requires. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she was the mirror you needed. You know, 'cause a lot of us don't like to look in the mirror now. And I ain't talking about the physical mirror. I'm talking about the mirror of who you really are. You know. But when you get that lesson, use it. Don't just act like it's just another woman that went on by their business. Try to analyze what happened. Try to figure out where you went wrong or what you could have done different. And then apply it to yourself as you go on. Saying, well, gee, studio, hey. You know what I'm saying? It should be a lesson from each and every relationship that you have. And because the worst thing you could do is meet your future wife with the same mindset that cost you the woman in the past. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, stop saying I wasn't ready or I was out here tripping. Like that's a badge of honor. Like that's something to brag about. Like that's something to hang on your coattail. You know what I'm saying? It ain't cute. It ain't this. It ain't no warning sign. Like it means you still choosing comfort over commitment. And that comfort will keep you average. That commitment, that being vulnerable to that woman, that respect, that growth, that's gonna make you powerful. Because one thing about it, you gotta think about a focused man with a peaceful woman. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back that probably didn't hear that. But a focused man with a peaceful woman, that's dangerous. That's legacy type stuff. That's multiplication. That's building. You see what I'm saying? That's empire building. You know what I'm saying? I seen the show The Empire. I don't know what that had to do with what I just said. I just thought of that. But anywho, but you can't build nothing if you're scared to plant some roots. You're scared to plant seeds. How can you build? How can you expect to build or anything to grow if you're not gonna plant the seeds? And sometimes she's not the one, or she wasn't the one. You just met her before you met yourself. Because a lot of men don't lose good women because they meet them too early. And growth ain't overnight, bro. But it is intentional. So the question ain't, was she the one? Or, the real question is, if she showed up today, are you ready now? Or you still out here tripping? You still out here finding yourself? You know what I'm saying? You still out here with regrets and options. Because a lot of times, time don't circle back. And a lot of times, blessings ain't like the Google Maps or I don't know what they got on Apple. What they got? Apple Maps? I don't know what they got on Apple. But anyway, a lot of times these GPS systems, they'll reroute it for you. You know what I'm saying? When you go the wrong way. But I don't know if them blessings reroute themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they reroute and come back around after you done messed up. How so? How so what, JNYG Studio? How so what? How so what? Sometimes them blessings just pass through. If you ain't ready, sometimes you gotta live with that. Sometimes you gotta bite that bullet. Sometimes you gotta take it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? And learn from it, but don't repeat it. Grow from it. And when the next solid woman show up, don't hesitate. Don't test her. Don't half love her. You know what I'm saying? Step up. Hold up. The dangerous couple. How so? The dangerous couple. Well, no, what I was saying is when I said that, I'm saying dangerous in a good way, actually, not dangerous in a bad way. I was saying that because if you got a focused man and a peaceful woman, then that's dangerous to the world, but in a good way for them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things that they call like a power couple. You know what I'm saying? Because now they both probably on the same page. They both should be moving in the same direction, and they should be building. You know, they should be multiplying. They should be creating a legacy. You know, that's what I said. I wasn't saying I wasn't saying dangerous in a bad way. I was saying dangerous in a I guess you would say a productive way. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, the link is pinned in the top of the chat, bro. Please hit that like button. Y'all come in the building. Please drop a comment. Let me know you're here. If you're cool with the content, share the live. Please share the live. But yeah, so that's my content. That's what I'm gonna run for tonight. Just a little bit because me and my brother were doing a little talking earlier. We was talking about this guy that kind of passing up on a good woman. You know, and a lot of times it ain't the woman. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the men that's scared. They're scared of what can come with it, or scared of the woman because a lot of times you got that good woman, that real one. Then she a mirror, and she gonna require growth. She gonna require you to excel. She gonna require you to be a better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes us men ain't ready for that. You know, and then we asking our women to be patient, to stick around, to hang in there. You know what I'm saying? But they only gonna hang around for so long. They only gonna hang around for so long. So, what y'all got for me in the comments, man? You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta keep going with it. You just gotta figure out what you need to do to bring to the table, or what you need to do to be ready for the one that's for you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you could miss them because I was out here tripping. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And it don't take long. You know what I'm saying? It don't take long to miss them. You know what I'm saying? Because she ready, but you ain't. So uh, I'm sorry. Hold up. But yeah, so well, like I said, but if you still here listening, man, you know what I'm saying? That means something struck a nerve, you know what I'm saying? Or made you think about it in some type of a way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? But just because a lot of times, sometimes the pain really don't hit until after you level up. And see, here's what nobody tells you. A lot of men, when you, I was out here still tripping, or I'm not ready. And for a lot of men, when they don't feel that loss when she leaves, you know, they feel it when she finally become, or when you finally become the man she needs you to be. That's when it resonates in your mind because you start thinking back about all the stuff this other person said to you, or that they wanted you to be, or that they felt like you should be. And now that you're there, it's like now it hit you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the punch. That's that. As some people say that spiritual gut check. You know what I'm saying? When you get that moment in life where you're like, dang, I get it now. This is all I had to do. I could have been done this. But now you figured it out and you realize what you may have lost in the process of getting to that point. Because now you're disciplined. Now you're focused. You know what I'm saying? Now you got emotional control. Now you communicate better. And now you kind of understand consistency. And all these things is what women ask for when we talk about from a man. You know what I'm saying? And now you sitting there like, man, if I could have just did this back then. But think about it, you can't beat yourself up about it because a lot of times you couldn't. A lot of times you weren't in the right situation or you wouldn't put in the right state of mind. They say you don't miss a good thing until it's gone. It's exactly what they say. It's exactly what they say. You know, it's a good thing till it's gone. You know what I'm saying? And you just realize, how now you done got to a point to where, you know, you should be. You realize you could have kept that good thing. You know, so well, a lot of times we tend to beat ourselves up about it, but the thing about it is growth. It ain't a rushing situation or a rushing aspect of life. Like maturity ain't like an app or something. Like nothing you can download overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of time wisdom comes with a loss or two, maybe 3 or 4 according to who you is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just simple things that happen. As I always say, life be life. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes that's what it takes to get to that point. That life has to be life. You know. And then let me say this: a lot of times, some of these men only decided to grow or only grew because that person left. If that person would stay, they probably would never even mature to another level or even decided to change. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize you didn't change for her, you know, but you changed because losing her was probably an embarrassment, you know. For some men, they be embarrassed when they lose a certain caliber woman. Cause now they friends asking them, man, how you lose that? She whoop to do. She got this, she got that, man, and you lost that? But they don't know the backstory. They don't know that you ain't mature yet. They don't know that you still got some growth to do for us relationship wise to keep that woman. they'll know you really can't love her that well because of past trauma. Because this is the hidden stuff that we keep inside as men. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being honest, you know. Sometimes pain is the only teacher that men respect or that they learn from. Sometimes that hurt is the only teacher that we learn from. And then you got some men that she leave, they be like, oh, she'll be back. You know, your ego or your pride be like, yeah, she'll be back. You know, I got options what to do. I ain't tripping. You know, but when you get in that room or in that house by yourself or in that car by yourself, whatever the next venture is after the person leaves, that silence kicked in. And that silence exposes everything. Because now silence forces you to talk to yourself. Because now the call stop. Now you're not getting text messages. Now you ain't getting the visits. You see what I'm saying? Like when that happened, when all that silence becomes a part of your life, it's where reality sits in like, dang, she probably is gone. And it forces you to be or change into you shouldn't be. Hold on, hold on. Mic check.
Hi, hi.
Hey, applause, standing ovation. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Appreciate you tapping in.
I had to because you was skipping all the comments. Like,
I ain't skipping comments.
oh, okay.
You even put 3 comments up there. I popped all of them up there, and then I responded to it. Oh, yeah.
No, it looked like a couple of comments didn't come through. I commented
Oh,
about the
okay.
table, but I don't see it up there.
Yeah, that one just didn't come through. You know, they be tripping sometimes with the comments. You comment about a table.
Yeah.
What table? I mean, I mean, what
I mean, that's what you said. What you got to
I
bring
said
to the
something.
table? Yeah. And I was like, the
I
table?
said,
Yeah.
okay, what I'm saying. Oh yeah, yeah. Because sometimes, even I mean, like, and this is metaphorically speaking, because a lot of times in society today, we talk about what who brings what to the table. So I'm just relating it to modern day conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So, and I was just talking about in terms of a man. You know, certain things you got to bring to the table to keep that one. You know, that one that you should keep. You know, and when you don't, then hence where the title come from. I was out here tripping because I wasn't ready. You know, to bring them things to the table. So kind of lost the one because I was focused on um, options and regrets of the life. You know, so yeah, that's what that was about. I just try to make it more relatable, you know, to the modern times that we're in 2026.
I understand.
So, what you got anything to say on the topic, or we can jump around, whatever you want to do, we do.
I
Hey,
mean, I have
but
been listening, trying to catch an understanding of um what you meant deeply when you was like, "Oh, I was tripping out there," losing the one or having that person walk away, and I don't think I really understand. Um, I don't
well,
know. Go ahead.
well, the premise of this was sometimes men lose, or sometimes men. Okay, let me put it like this. Um, Most of the time when men talk to each other or they have conversations about past women, they'll say, "Oh, she was the one," or that was a good one, and I lost her. You know, and so the premise behind this topic, hence the title, "I was out here tripping." You know, um, and most of the time men say I wasn't ready. They'll just say I wasn't ready. You know, and so what I was talking about was why men say that, or reasons behind why they're not ready, you know, um, to be with the person that said to be the one or a good one, in that moment, um, that somehow got away. And a lot of times it's just a lot of, I don't want to say it that way, but it's just a lot of things that come with men uh, sometimes that they're not ready to be committed in a serious relationship. So they end up losing the person that they feel like could have been the one or should have been the one. You know what I'm saying? So that would just be just God dog, where'd it come from? That would be just going down through some or breaking it down basically what I thought was or why sometimes men lose said woman, you know.
Yeah, so I heard you say, like, you was asking the question, like, was he not disciplined? Was he not prepared? But I didn't hear you say anything about the men that are just out here enjoying the benefits without the responsibility.
Hmm. Well, I think I said that earlier in the line about responsibility part. Um,
What about financial
I think I did.
insecurity? Because there be things that guys, like I've ran into men who didn't feel established and they felt like I was too much because they weren't established. Too much for them at the time. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, and that plays a major part in it too. And I hinted on that a little bit. I didn't go into it a lot, but I just hit on a little bit about being as a provider. Like sometimes men feel like if they can't live up to that caliber, then they'll self sabotage the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for a woman to give you grace or patience, you know what I'm saying, uh, in relationships, but they only gonna stay so long, you know,
Hmm.
before they decide to leave. But that is oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot,
But
that
that's
is a
not
thing
financial
too.
insecurity though. That could be with anything. Like a woman can feel like a man
What?
is emotionally immature and she'll stay for so long and then leave. Or a woman could realize that he is wanting comfort without commitment and she'll stay for so long and then she'll leave. Or a woman could realize his ego, you know, because I feel like some men think that they can always come back and then she'll stay for so long and then she'll leave. Or she might realize that he has a fear of responsibility, right? Because marriage does mean leadership, accountability, and provision. And some men are afraid of that, like full stop. and she might stay for a little while and leave. So I feel like that's more of a blanket statement.
You feel like what is more like a statement?
That she'll stay for a little while and then leave because you were
Oh,
tying
okay.
it to specifically financial insecurity.
Well, I wasn't tying it only to that. I was just adding that on to the end of it. Um, but yeah, to your point, yeah, that does tie into everything that she deemed that she deemed what's the word I'm looking for that she deemed not good enough to pursue the relationship. I'm put it that way. So yeah, I wasn't just tying it to that one particular thing. I just tied it on the end of it because uh, it's just facts with women. So I just put that clause out there. So I wasn't only tied it to financial.
What about peer influence? What about his friends telling him to live a little, you know? What about that? Could that also be a reason why men aren't ready?
Yeah, in a sense, but
Because some men are like more influenced than other men. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some men who are like alphas and who kind of know what they want. And then you got other men who look to for the approval of other men, whether they realize it or not, like subconsciously or consciously. And what if they have like a group of friends, like that guy having a group of friends telling him, like, oh, you should just live a little, don't be bogged down by that one girl that you say that you like so much. You should also like get the box from these six other women, you know?
yeah, I mean that's very it's a chance that can happen because most men do they hang with you. They pretty much want you to do the same thing that they're doing if they are that type of guys. But then then now it's a decision on the individual. Like you know what I'm saying? Do I want to succumb to that or not? And I think, man, it's just me. I think for the most part, I don't think men buy into the peer pressure that much. I think it's solely on that individual. I just think that's something that he already want to do anyway. You know, um,
So, do men lose good women because they weren't ready or because they were too comfortable? Because I feel like that's a thing too.
well, that's to me that's gonna be one and the same. Um, because if you get too comfortable, I feel like you're doing unnecessary stuff that you need to be doing in a relationship anyway. So that means you're doing stuff to prove that you wasn't ready anyway. You didn't have the mindset to figure out what you needed to do and correct it in the middle of it or while it's going on. So to me, it's still a sense of you wasn't ready because that ties into um, the growth of where I'm looking for a dog. I just had it. That ties into the growth of a man and the responsibility that he have in having that significant other or that woman, or however you want to put it. So I think they tied together. Be myself now. But you could definitely get too comfortable too, because if you get too comfortable, you're gonna feel like that person not gonna leave anyway. Um, and you're gonna feel like you got plenty or ample amount of time in this life before anything goes wrong, before she leave you, or you gonna feel like you got ample amount of time for that she'll forgive you, and so. But it could be a little of both.
I mean, I actually agree with you that comfort and not being ready can feel like the same thing because when someone is, I guess, too comfortable, they stop stretching, right? They like, and you don't have the mindset to correct it in real time. Like that person ends up watching that relationship drift instead of steering it themselves. But from a woman's perspective, that drift feels heavy. You know, it's exhausting waiting on someone to grow into what they said they were going to become and not who I imagined or who you said that you were working hard towards, right? And
Hmm.
then there's the part of men, I just feel like they don't always see that she doesn't leave in the moment. Like when she gets tired, I feel like she usually stays longer than she should. And she waits, you know, waiting it out, and she drop hints and she prays and she has these conversations with him and she gives him grace. So by the time she walks away, it's rarely because she stopped loving you. It's literally because like she stopped believing you. You get what I'm saying? Like she stopped believing the words would turn into action. She stopped believing the potentials would turn into progress, and she stopped believing the comfort would turn into correction. And once that belief is gone, then the love doesn't feel safe anymore. So, yeah, maybe it's the same thing, but the cost of that comfort kind of hits different when you're the one that's waiting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, make perfect sense. Let's see, that's what I be. It just with with me, and it's like it's like we always say, like most of the time, women mature faster than men. Most of the time, so
Is that right? Mm.
yeah, I think so. Um, don't don't quote me on it, or don't ask me what the
Mm.
scientific study is on it. But
Too late, quote unquote. I got you saying it. We clipping it.
clip it. But um, and like you just said, that's the thing. Like women leave emotionally first, and for men, a lot of times we don't even pay attention to that. We don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's she. By the time we realize you walking out the door, you know what I'm saying? You might have
Mm.
emotionally left. You might have emotionally left a month ago. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't paying no attention to it because a lot of times our ego and our pride or our selfish ways, we so engulfed in that we looking past all the signs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like where we gotta grow faster so we can understand. But see, then that's where the downfall is too, because sometimes you can't rush certain type of growth. You know, because sometimes experience is the best one too. You know, um,
Hmm.
and like I was saying earlier, some of it is trying to get men to understand too is that even though you feel this way, like, oh, I let the one get away. What to do? This was the one for me. Even though you might feel that way, she might not have actually been the one. She might have just been the one preparing you for the actual one. You know what I'm saying? Like she might be your preparation for that
Well, how
season.
would you know that a person is your preparation in the season to get to the end goal? How would you know?
You won't know it in the moment, But you will know it later on, and you will know that when you become everything that maybe that person was asking you to do, and then you realize that I'm that now, and you would know then that that person was only grooming you to be who you need to be. Because it's gonna come a time when you're gonna get to where you're trying to get to or where you need to get to. And sometimes it happens with people and then sometimes it happens alone. Now when it happens alone, that's when you realize that okay, this person was only a stepping stool for me to teach me something, to show me something, to get me to the next level. You know, so I can actually love who I'm supposed to be um, married to long term.
Hmm.
But that's growth inside, and that's when you know it. Because most of the time people say, if they saying that they hadn't grown, then they hadn't figured out what they were supposed to learn in that last relationship. Because every relationship teaches you something. Everyone teaches you something to get you to the next step. Now, granted, I don't know how many relationships we're supposed to have. Some people have one, some people have 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
And some people have 277.
Who have them many? Golly, they
So
busy.
many people.
So many people having that many relationships.
Yeah, you can like be in a
Hey.
relationship with someone and not kiss and have sex and it's quick and you move on to the next person. You know what I mean? Like you can get involved with
I
people.
mean that. I mean that's true too. I'm just God, they need to slow they roll a little bit, huh? They need to slow they
Hmm.
roll some.
I feel like that's better than like having like a body count of like 37. You know what I mean? In a lifetime.
Mm, 37 in a lifetime.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a wild number to me. I'm just trying to show you everybody different, is what I'm
Mm,
saying. That's all I'm saying.
that's facts. That's facts. I already understand. I just thinking about the number. That's all that you said. That's a
Moving right along.
wild number. Yeah, yeah,
Is it? Is
it's a
it?
wild number.
To some people, it might
Yeah,
not be.
that's true too. But I mean, to some people, it very well
What you
is.
be saying all the
You
time,
know,
life be happy,
I
life
mean,
be life.
I don't. Yeah, life be life now. But see, I don't know if that's a. I mean, because according to who you is, that's a large number, that's a medium number, and that's a small number.
That's all I was
According
trying to
to
get
who
you to
you
see.
is.
Right. That's all I was
Because
trying to
to
get
me,
you to see.
that's a medium sized number according to how long or how old you are at that particular moment that you ask that question.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, no, man. I don't feel like age got nothing to do with it. It's more about character. If that's your body count.
it's more about character.
Hmm.
Why you say that?
I mean, because that's what it is.
Huh, huh.
You real quiet?
Yeah, I'm trying to process that. Are you
Don't think about it too much.
look, he said all about character. Okay. Well, gotta check people characters at the door.
At the door.
The door. Oh yeah, the car wash. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. You know that movie?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So how was your day today? You know, on this good old Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing, but busy as usual.
Righteous, righteous, righteous.
What about you?
Uh, it was a regular day. One of the regular days, you know what I'm saying? One of the regular days where you ain't too busy and you just ain't too slow neither. You know what I'm saying? It's like right there in between, you know.
Today got me living for the weekend. I can't wait until tomorrow.
Oh no, what you got planned? Please enlighten us.
So
Tell
many,
us.
so much. I'm gonna be so busy,
Oh.
resting, so busy.
Oh, okay,
People gonna
okay,
be calling
rested.
me
Okay.
and they gonna be like, "Oh, you not answering the phone?" Yep, I was busy. Busy doing what? Sleep, sleep.
Not sleep.
Well, that's not
Gotta
busy.
get that
Okay, well, it's
rest.
not busy to you, but
Yeah.
resting.
Yeah, a lot of
I have
people
to
say
carve
rest is
out time
very,
for
very
that.
important. Yeah, a lot of people say it's very important that you get your a certain amount of sleep and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
Like
you out here tripping if you don't get your certain amount of sleep.
I like the way you,
For
I
real.
like the way you tied it into the title. But nah.
For real.
Well, no, because I know I probably don't get the proper amount of sleep that I should.
You might need to modify your
I just
sleep
be
schedule a little so that you could be at your peak, you know,
mm,
of cognitive, you know what I'm saying, instruction
yeah,
or clarity, the cognitive clarity. You know what I mean?
yeah. I can dig you. I can dig you. I can kind of know what you mean. Uh,
I mean, you can ask any prisoner of war. They use insomnia as like a tactic of torture. So technically, you're like torturing your body if you don't rest well. You know what I'm saying? And I think I found that out the hard way. You know, because it'll take sleep if you deprive it too much, and it might not be in the most opportune times. Like you could be in the middle of rush hour traffic and your body takes sleep. That puts you in a very, very difficult situation because now you're fully asleep and you're in a dangerous situation. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be working out and your body takes sleep. And if you're on a machine that when you pull down, the weight comes up and you lean into it as you pass out, you're in a dangerous situation.
yeah,
True story. So you might want to modify your sleep schedule. No, just looking out for the grease balls. Oh no, wait, you call them something else now. What you call them? The greasy
I just
gang?
call yeah, greasy
Is
gang.
that
That's
what?
what I say. Yeah, I mean it's still grease balls too. The greasy gang just said all of it. Well,
That's the
greasy
new
it
folks,
could
the
be either
greasy
one.
gang. The grease
Yeah,
balls is the OGs
yeah, I feel yeah, facts.
since day
I like
one.
the way you put that. The day ones, as they say, the day ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I might need to check into that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I average about maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Whoa,
That's on average. Yeah,
that's
that's
insane,
average.
is what that is.
And I could tell it sometimes. Like sometimes I could tell it that I don't be in tip top performance. You know when I'm doing something or when I'm working.
I'm sure
You
you
know,
can.
but
4 hours of sleep
yeah, I do. I do about 4 hours sleep. Grab me about two energy drinks and get on
every
down.
day? That's wild.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Sound like
Every
every day
day
you
I'm
sleep
hustling.
deprived, deprived, deprived. That's what it sounds like. Oh, you delusional right now. Like you don't know if you're dreaming or awake. That's crazy. I need you to sleep with a pillow. Z Z Z Z Z Z. Like, cause that's a lot right there.
Yeah. Mm. Hey, that was a good one.
I'm just saying.
That was a good one. Um, shoot, hold on, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. So I don't know. It's tending to work for me, but I mean, but every now and then my body tells me, "Hey, we gotta get a little more rest, though." And it just shuts down on me. So
It's probably screaming subtle cues at you every day that you miss.
mm. Yeah, like me making it home and falling asleep in the car. That's probably
Yeah.
one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like they say don't nothing come to a sleep man but a dream. So I ain't trying to just dream all the time. Trying to
What?
get it. Trying to get it. Like
I
I'm trying
mean,
to get the
anyone who
reality,
does it
not
right,
the
they're gonna be
dream.
asleep for half of their life. So anybody who does it right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, if you feeling foggy or slow, or you can't find the right words, or you zoning out in mid conversation, or
It'd
little
be a lot
tiny
of that.
things irritate you, that's probably your body telling you, like,
Ooh,
hey, I'm sleepy. You
yeah,
ever
I be
like
getting
walked
irritated.
into a room and forget what you walked into the room for? You
Yes,
sleepy. You're sleep
yes,
deprived.
I do that a lot. I be going places. I be forgetting what I was coming there for.
You like reading something and you have to reread it 3 or 4 times to comprehend it. You're sleepy. You snapping
Yes,
quickly at people. You sleepy. Like detached. I don't know. Some people get detached. Some people feel numb when they're sleepy. It depends on what kind of lifestyle you have. If you have like a active lifestyle or a sedentary lifestyle, it kind of matters too, like how you emotionally react. Because some people like cry easier when they're sleepy, and some people just feel unmotivated, and some people feel more sensitive. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna get them physical signs though, like you're gonna feel your eyelids get heavy, or your eyes are gonna become dry, or blurry vision. You know, skin looking dull, it's not shiny,
hmm.
clumsy, dropping things, your body feel heavy, headaches. I mean, but headaches could be anything, but you know, but when your body
We
start
have a
like
lot of them
conserving that
lately.
energy when you're long asleep,
We have a lot of them lately though, especially headaches. I don't know what's going on with that, but it
you
ain't
know,
bad headaches. It's just a little matter,
get
little
that
ding
second
here.
wind at night.
Just, need that weird. I need it.
No, you
I
don't.
need
Like
it.
that weird but tired feeling. Like that's the cortisol, like the stress hormone, like kicking in because your body is like overtired. And they kind of feel like energy, but it's actually your body panicking. The second wind hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too tired. Then you too tired. Do
Mm.
your energy drinks stop working? You be drinking them and you just feel like they
I'm,
don't work anymore.
yeah. I definitely think I'm already there.
Oh man, that's a big indicator. I mean, I'm not like a doctor or anything, but
You not? I almost thought you was.
No, I have a degree in chemistry, but I'm not like a doctor. I don't have a
Oh,
doctorate.
oh, you have a degree in chemistry.
But
Okay.
yeah, that just affects, like how things affect each other. That's not, I mean, a lot of this is common sense too. You know, you
Common
should be
sense is
listening to the
not so
signs of your body
common.
though. Yeah, people keep saying that, but at some point you get old enough and you start listening to the signs of your body because if you keep ignoring it for long enough, your body is gonna have like a major event happen to it. It's gonna be like, hey, you've been running us for too long. We can't work properly. Let's just shut it down, everybody. Let's shut it down. And if your brains hit that switch, you know, if you're lucky, you'll have like a second chance at this thing. But you kind of don't want it to get to that point to where your body is so overwhelmed from lack of sleep to where it shuts down. You kind of don't want to go there. It's crazy
Right.
getting your body back where it needs to be after that. And that's just speaking from experience. So,
But I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna start getting back right, and hopefully, it won't affect me. You know what I'm saying?
sound like you're running on sleep debt, is what it sound like.
You said sound like I'm running on sleep deck.
No, debt. Like you're indebted to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like
It's possible.
DEBT. Yeah.
That's possible. I don't know.
Yeah, because you definitely out here tripping.
That was wild. That was wild. But
You
I
got it
like it.
though. We believe in you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm glad somebody do. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad somebody do. But yeah. So, um, oh shoot, that's 2021. Oh, that's 3 hours ago right there. Okay. Yeah. But what I was gonna say? I was gonna say something. You go on mute, bro. Uh, oh, what's going on in the world today?
I couldn't understand what you were saying.
What's going on in the world today?
I don't know, but did you see that moon tonight? It looks so ominous. It's like
I really
very
did.
scary. It's wild.
There's a fool.
No, it
Oh,
was a weirdly shaped crescent moon.
oh, weird shape. Mm, that's wild. Did you research it and see what it meant
I ain't had
when
to
it shaped
research
like
it.
that?
No,
Oh,
I didn't have to
oh,
research it. It's just not in the right orientation, so that's what made it ominous. Ominous, like it's weird. But anyway,
anywho, anywho. Okay, I don't know what that means, but yeah, we good on that. We ain't talking about the moon. So, um, yeah. Okay, so let's find something to talk about. while, while we on here. Um, I gotta say that for a whole episode. I can't talk about that right
Oh no.
now. Yeah, I gotta say that one. I gotta say that one. Hold up. What happened? Oh, she put something mute. What I'm gonna say, bro? What the world? I screen you already kicked you out. That's what I thought.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't think we got that much more to talk about. Yeah, that's like the whole episode. I'm gonna do that later. So yeah,
Oh,
we can
okay.
get up out here. But yeah, appreciate you for tapping in. We're gonna go and get up out here. It's been an hour and 30, so it's all right. It's cool beans. Uh, you know, still good dialogue. So we'll get on up out here. We'll try it again another day. Okay.
Okay.
So, in last words before you get up out of here, Miss JNYG Studio.
Absolutely. Um
Hmm.
Y'all don't be ashamed, right? Um Not to bash, not to shame, not but to bring awareness. And sometimes I feel like a man doesn't lose a good woman because he's evil. He loses her because he was comfortable, because he delayed growth, because he thought time would wait for him. And for the women out there, don't shrink yourself waiting for someone to wake up, because love is patient, but love is not blind to patterns. So, y'all be easy, y'all stay vigilant, and y'all have a good night. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you tapping in the studio. Oh, hold on. Yeah. With a round of applause as she exits the building. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give her a round of applause as she exits the building. Yeah, yeah, we got the laughing going on right there. But you know, I was just testing some stuff out. I ain't know what they done, but yeah, we can get ready to get up out of here, bro. Once again, life be life. Uh, like I always said, if you got somebody you love, go tell them, go see them, go hug them, go spend time with them, bro. Cause what somebody's going through today could very well be you tomorrow. Yeah, Lord. And pertaining to the topic, man, if you ever say again, she was the one, but I wasn't ready. Just make sure next time you are, because grown men don't keep fumbling blessings. You feel me? They figure out a way to build with them. So you got a soundboard. Yeah, I got a little bit in the background that I be, playing with the. Yeah, I'm still learning how to work it right. So I got a little bit I'm playing with. I got a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. It ain't that much. So I don't brag about it because it ain't that much, you know what I'm saying? But I throw a little bit out there and then. Finally, a little bit out there and then, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Yeah, you feel me? That's the soundboard. I be going crazy on that thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So she said, finally, you know what I got for finally? Yeah. So hey, I'm I'm playing around with it. I'm gonna have it right. I'm gonna be mixing it up inside my dialogue. for long. So I was just trying to figure out how to integrate it into my dialogue. That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's coming along pretty good. Don't worry about it. It's gonna get there. When it's get there, it's up. It's up and it's stuck. You know, we stuck like Chuck. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, hit that like button, bro. If you're fooling with the content, if you felt what we talking about tonight, bro, go on and share the live. Please hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend about Talking Greasy, bro. About the shop. It's open. You see what I'm saying? Tell them to come over here and pop out. Tell them to come up here and join the Mississippi sector. You see what I'm saying? No, girl. You know, we here. Tell them to pop out. But we finna get up out of here tonight. Y'all be blessed, man. Appreciate everybody tapped in. Appreciate everybody commented. Like I said, once again, please hit that like button. If you're watching the replay, drop a comment down there and let me know. Y'all be blessed.